Tell me. Let's you come here. You come here.
Happiness that but
God, Holy One, your desire is for our wholeness and well-being. We hold in tenderness and prayer the collective suffering of our world at this time. We grieve precious lives lost and vulnerable lives threatened. We ache for ourselves and our neighbors standing before an uncertain future. Our lives and our circumstances can quickly change, so help us today to honor each moment. Allow us to understand the importance of not wasting a single opportunity to be kind, to offer help, to engage in conversation, to listen and to seek to understand, to share our own feelings, hopes, and dreams with our friends, and in turn, listen to what is important to them. Help us to accept the goodness from others and offer it in return. Help us to appreciate the meaning of being in a relationship with those around us. Amen.
These are the key reminders. Keep your voice audio on mute. Reserve questions for the panel discussion after each topic. The full Q&A will be at the end of the session. You may use of the hand raise emoji button during the Q&A. Be webcam ready for our quick photo op in the end.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to our dear travel partners. And we are glad to see you again virtually. As part of our commitment in the new COVID-19 environment, our team is working very hard to implement the new normal procedures. We would like to instill the same level of trust and confidence to be connected with you. We are indeed excited to open our door again and bring back the comfort lifelong memories. We shall look forward in welcoming you in AirSWIFT. This is Minette Angelie Maanyo. I am the Sales and Marketing Manager of AirSWIFT. And with me today is my sales and marketing team. I would like to introduce to you Abigail Tarala, my sales supervisor.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
My sales executive in Ortigas and Manila area, Nicole Briza.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is safe.
My sales executive in Makati and North areas, Denise Bautista.
Good afternoon po.
My sales executive in Cebu, Exil Kerabo.
Good afternoon, everyone.
My sales executive in El Nido, Palawan, Darlet Ula.
Good afternoon.
Our sales admin, Jamaica De Jesus.
Hello, good afternoon.
And our senior marketing officer, Grace Lasponia.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to AirSWIFT.
And this afternoon, our friends in industry will be joining with us today. We have here Seda Leo, the Director of Sales, Sir Eric Agazer.
Good afternoon, everyone.
We have here Crimson Boracay, Miss Cecil Kimpo, the Director of Sales and Marketing, and Miss Ria San Juan, the Senior Sales Manager.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
We have here Discovery Shores, the Director of Sales and Marketing, Miss Claire Del Rosario Bernabe. We also have Director of Sales, Miss Mary Rose Darnaila.
Hello. Good afternoon, everybody.
The Sales Manager, Miss Elaine.
Hi, everyone.
I hope you enjoy this afternoon with us, and thank you for spending your time with AirSWIFT and the resource that we will partner soon. AirSWIFT Fly with Friends. Your swift pass to paradise. These days, traveling has taken on a new meaning, but even in these challenging times, don't forget to plan your next level of vacation. New normal lead us to a new level of travel, which is the travel bubble. We are happy to announce that we will resume our flights in El Nido, Palawan starting this November, and we will partner with Seda Leo and other resorts in El Nido. As soon as we will fly together with the Crimson Boracay and Discovery Shores for more travel bubble from Manila to Caticlan. I would like to present to you my sales executive, Denise Bautista, to be presented our new normal procedures in AirSWIFT.
So now we're going to discuss the worry-free travel under the new normal. Under the new normal, AirSWIFT adopts procedures that adheres to the highest safety standards. So here's what to expect on your next flights. We are now operating at NAIA Terminal 3 and will still land at Leo Airport in El Nido, Palawan. During pre-departure, we will be having a health screening. Passengers with above 38 degrees will be prohibited. We will also be requiring our passengers to fill up a declaration and contact tracing form. They need to honestly declare their travel history or possible exposure to COVID-19, and this will also be used as reference to contact tracing information. Clear barriers are now installed for us to have a low-touch interaction between the passengers and agents. We also now have a contactless boarding. Passengers will be scanning their boarding passes with a touchless QR scanner at the boarding gate. Upon check-in of the passengers, our counter agents will be providing a safety kit. The kit is free and includes face shield, surgical face mask, and alcohol. Passengers are required to wear face mask and face shield all throughout the flight. Web check-in is now readily available 48 hours prior to the scheduled flight. For cabin safety, there will be a regular rapid testing for cabin crews. They will now be required to wear a newly upgraded full PPE suit, temporarily discontinuance of in-flight services. There will also be a strict implementation on use of the overhead bin. Passengers will only be required to use the overhead bins above them. So here's a glimpse of what's inside the cabin with 3-sided protective pod installed. The 3-sided protective pod will help minimize the possibility of droplet transmission from passengers seated beside and behind you. This 3-sided protective pod is already CAAP approved. Last 3 rows will be kept vacant as special seat in compliance with safety procedures on handling ill passengers already on board. Changing of seats during the flight will be strictly prohibited. During your arrival at Leo Airport, there will be thermal scanning at the arrivals area. So with there, we will be able to identify who are the passengers with 38 degrees and will be isolated and transferred to healthcare facility. For El Nido Resorts and the US State guests and SEDA passengers, they will be transferred to Leo Clinic, while for non-resort passengers, they will be transferred to El Nido Town Health Center. Social distancing must be observed. So for cleaning and disinfection, cleaning of shuttle buses will be conducted regularly. Social distancing will also be strictly observed. For aircraft sanitation, high-touch surfaces inside the cabin will be cleaned before and after each flight. We will be using a hospital-grade and aviation industry recommended in cleaning inside the cabin. Thorough deep cleaning of the cabin will be performed every 24 hours. So how about the air inside the cabin? The fresh air inflow is continuous during the flight as pressurization and air conditioning system expels stale cabin air through the outflow valves. With continuous airflow, airborne viruses are also expelled through the outflow valves. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at AirSWIFT.AirlinesPH. And that's it. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Denise, for your precise presentation. And now, for our next presenter, I would like to introduce Ms. Cecil Quimpo, the Director of Sales and Marketing of Crimson BORACAY, and Ms. Ria San Juan, the Senior Sales Manager.
Hi, Minette.
Hi, good afternoon, Ms. Cecil.
Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah. And is the presentation good to go?
Yes.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Great afternoon, as we always say in Crimson BORACAY. We are glad to be here this afternoon in this webinar organized by AirSWIFT. I was just talking to Minette about this initiative like 1 month ago, right, Minette? Together with Eric, who introduced us to Minette. So we are happy, to learn that this is moving forward. This project is moving forward, especially opening flights with AirSWIFT from Palawan to NCR all the way to Caticlan. Now that the staycation is back, now a staycation is allowed. But before anything else, I would first like to introduce myself. I am Cecil Quimpo from the Sales and Marketing Department of Crimson Resort and Spa BORACAY. With me this afternoon is our Senior Sales Manager for Rooms, Ms. Ria San Juan. Ria?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
Okay, so once again, AirSWIFT, thank you for organizing this webinar, and good afternoon to all our valued travel partners, as well as our other stakeholders, Discovery Shores and Sedalio. Hi, Eric. Okay, so hold on. So we are from Crimson Resort and Spa BORACAY. We are very proud of our location, which is Station 0. Crimson Resort and Spa BORACAY, just to let you know, it's the third property of Chroma Hospitality. As we all know, Chroma Hospitality is a local Filipino hotel company owned, 100% owned by Philinvest, which is one of the successful real estate companies here in the Philippines. So we also, Chroma Hospitality also manages other brands, such as Crimson Mactan, the very first Crimson here in the Philippines. We also have Crimson Manila in Alabang specifically, and the Quest brands located in Cebu, in Clark, and the newest Quest is in Tagaytay, right? And we'll be opening more properties this year, such as Quest in Timberland, Quezon City, and in Baguio very soon. But right today, it's all about Crimson BORACAY. So again, we are located in Station 0, the island's most exclusive and crowd-free location. We are very proud of this. Why? Because of the location is very private. It's specifically located in Barangay Apak, Punta Bunga Cove. It's a private cove with one of the biggest beachfront areas at 3,000 square meters. Okay, so what's unique about the resort? We are unique because we offer a seamless arrival and departure experience via our complimentary boat, land and boat transfers via our private speedboat. Okay, we also have a private lounge called Crimson Welcome Lounge. Just to let you know that this lounge is very spacious at about 150 square meters. We serve complimentary refreshments, drink and snacks for all arriving guests. We opened this lounge 2 weeks or a week before the lockdown. Currently, to follow the guidelines set by the LGU, this lounge is currently closed. All guests coming from Katiklan, all tourists coming from Katiklan are required to pass through Katiklan Public Jetty. But don't worry, because we still offer a seamless arrival experience via our complimentary land and boat transfers, which is from Katiklan Airport, we go directly to the resort. Sorry, from Katiklan Jetty, we bring the guests directly to the resort. Okay, we're also very proud of our accommodation. We have a total of 192 rooms. The resort and, of course, the rooms are designed. The property was designed by one of the renowned architectural firm based in London, Wimberley, Allison, Tong and Go. Our room starts with the deluxe rooms at 35 square meters. We have a total of 97 units for this room type. Some of the rooms are with sea view, and all the rooms are with 4-point bathrooms. So very luxurious and very spacious. Our room, which is ideal for families. People now are traveling with the families or extending for more than 7 days in the resort. So, of course, you need the space. So our suite is very ideal at 55 square meters. We also have various types of the suites, such as suite sea view. And one of the best rooms that we have in the resort is suite with private plunge pool. And we have a total of 22 units of villa, all with a private plunge pool. We also have villas facing the beachfront. And the biggest unit that we have, ideal for a VIP guest, our top level executives, is our presidential villa at 210 square meters with a private plunge pool. So since we are an exclusive resort, all facilities are included, or all facilities and amenities are readily available. For the restaurants, we have a total of 3, from Azure Beach Club, Saffron Cafe, which is our all-day dining, and our steakhouse, Mosaic Latin American Grill, which, by the way, won as one of the top 20 best restaurants of Philippine Tatler this year. In terms of facilities, we have the award-winning Spa gym. We also have a gym. We have an area ideal for the kids, or a play area for the kids called Crim Zone, and a game room for everyone. For the pool, we don't only have 1 swimming pools, but 4 swimming pools to choose from the main pool located at the beachfront area. We have a pool for the kids, and 2 infinity pools located at different buildings. And for weddings, meetings, conventions, we also have a ballroom at 378 square meters. This is our meeting pack sheet, which is aligned with the new normal. Our ballroom now can accommodate 90 persons, banquet style, and cocktail at 100. And the beachfront maximum persons now is 100 for both banquet and cocktail. Other ideal venue for parties, for private dinner, is our beachfront and our events pavilion. And we have a lot of signature activities only offered in Crimson Boracay, such as the foam party. Currently, this is put on hold. Again, this is aligned with the local guidelines. We are looking at this maybe mid-December, to resume this activity. Foam party is every weekend. So we have 2 foam cannons, and of course live DJ and barbecue buffet during this activity. We also have, this is also very unique for Crimson Boracay. This is our semi-submarine. We call it Penguin 2.0. It's a glass bottom boat where you can appreciate undersea creatures. And never a dull moment in the resort, because we have daily and hourly activities for the kids. For example, on Monday, we have a dance activity, we have arts and crafts, we have exercise or stretch time, we have sandcastle making, and some sports activity like beach soccer. Aside from that, we also have outdoor activities for the adults such as beach cardio, jump shoes cardio, yoga, of course, very popular in Boracay, and beach body circuit. For water activities, the activities being offered now are Parao Sunset Cruise. There's also island tour. There's also snorkeling, but you have to bring your own gears, to align again with the new normal. Okay, so basically, if you have any questions, we'll entertain that after this presentation or after the meeting. But right now, we also would like to highlight our culture of clean. What is culture of clean? Okay, my colleague Ria will present, but just to give you an introduction, culture of clean is our new or enhanced sanitation and cleanliness guidelines, to align with the new normal. You know that staycation has already started, and we want to ensure that everyone will feel safe in the property. That's why we have, aside from Station Zero, we have this Target Zero. Target Zero means that everyone, like all the employees, will play an active role to ensure that everyone is safe. Even the employees, they're all safe in the resort to avoid, of course, contacting the virus. So, Ree, please take it away.
All right. Hi, everyone. Again, this is me. It's me, Ria San Juan, Senior Sales Manager for Crimson Resort and Spa Boracay. So, as mentioned by Ms. Cecil, culture of clean is actually our commitment to provide safe environment to our guests and colleagues. Okay, next slide, please. So, I'll just make it short. I'll be discussing with you the procedures, the arrival experience. Okay, so PPE or personal protective equipment will now be part of the hotel's uniform. Okay, and then for the transportation, we will be observing we'll be assigning a maximum number of persons that can use the transportation to observe social distancing. And then we also have QR code visible in all our transportation, and then once you scan it, you will be redirected to our new normal procedures. All right, and then hand sanitizers and disinfecting wipes will now be available in all hotel transportations. Okay, and then thermal scanning and sanitation of luggages will also be conducted prior to arrival in the property. Next slide, please. Okay, so for enhanced express check-in and check-out, next slide, we will be observing a contactless check-in and check-out. There. Okay, so what do we mean by this? Okay, a registration card and health declaration card must be submitted prior to arrival. So we need it 3 days prior to arrival. This will be sent through email. And for example, if you book through a reservation, once we send out the confirmation letter, you will also see the link for the registration card and health declaration card. Again, this should be submitted 3 days prior to arrival. Otherwise, it will be forfeited. Okay, and then of course for the payment, all transactions should be prepaid in advance. Okay, next slide. And then for front office, okay, so social distancing of 6 feet will be strictly implemented, and all guest supplies such as key card, pens, and etc. will be sanitized as well. And then for those who have concerns or inquiries, our Crimson Care Center will be available to assist you via phone. And then should you require face masks, it's also available upon request in our front desk. And then sanitizers will always be available in all areas. Next slide. For housekeeping, next slide, please.
Yeah, it's there, Nari.
Okay. Anyway, oops. Naglag lang siguro. Okay,
Yeah.
Alright,
Is it there na?
for housekeeping, Okay, all our guest rooms will undergo a thorough disinfecting and sanitizing. Okay, and also this is very important for you to know that there will be no back-to-back arrivals. So all the rooms will be sanitized for 24 hours. And once we're done with the sanitation, we will put a seal in all the rooms, including the toilets. So for you to, to be assured that the rooms are cleaned already. And hand sanitizers and disinfecting wipes will now be part of our room amenities. Next slide, please. And then for high traffic areas or common areas, there will always be thermal scanning and sanitizing foot bath in place. And then you will rest assured that all areas will be regularly sanitized. Next slide. And then for food and beverage, okay, so breakfast will now be served in set or in room or bento box. So you have an option. Okay, and then there will be no direct contact between you and the hotel associates when food is served in your room. And then should you wish to dine in our outlets, tables are set up according to 4 guests per 10 square meters to observe social distancing. And then enhanced safety training is regularly done. For us also for our commitment to provide you a healthy environment. Okay. Next slide.
Banquet?
For banquets. Same with our, as I've mentioned earlier, there were no back-to-back arrivals for rooms, and same with our banquet setup. So capacities of meeting rooms has been revised to observe social distancing, and then of course heightened food sanitation practices will be strictly implemented. And this is very important, especially for the organizers, that you are required to submit the attendees list with complete details, just in case we need to spot just in case something happens, and we need to do contact tracing, or we need to contact. Okay, and then other safety and cleanliness practices include sanitation of the meeting rooms before and after the event, thermal scanning at the entrances before the event starts, and manage buffet setup or serving of meals in batches. Okay, and meeting kits will also be packed individually. And sanitation of public areas like the restroom, the foyer will be done frequently as well. Next page, please. Okay, so as Target Zero is actually a program for all hotel associates under Chroma Hospitality. So everyone needs to undergo this program, and you need to get 100% result in the exam. So so this is how serious we are in executing the Culture of Clean program. Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
Correct?
Yes. So that's it for the Culture of Clean, our new normal procedures for Crimson Resort and Spa Boracay.
Hello? Hi, Minette?
Yes, we will play the video.
Yeah, but before we play the video, I would just like to highlight that these are the documents, or these are the guide and reminders for tourists planning to travel to Boracay. The most important thing is a negative RT-PCR test 72 hours before the flight. It should be valid 72 hours before the flight. They also need, of course, a hotel confirmation letter from DOT accredited hotels. So we can send this to our valued travel agent partners, together with our special ad hoc reopening rates. I think some of the attendees have already received our special rates, as well as our packages, our commissionable packages. So we'll get in touch with them directly. So this is our presentation. If you have any questions, we are willing to answer them after this presentation or after this meeting. For now, we'll end this presentation with our very new AVP. Again, we shot this in March, 2 days before the lockdown. So please enjoy this video, and we all look forward to welcoming you and your guests in Crimson Resort and Spa Boracay. Thank you guys, and good afternoon once again.
Thank you.
Nasaan na yung payong mo dito? Ng AirSWIFT. We will now open the question and answer for Crimson Boracay. Everybody, you can type your question on a chat box, or you can open your cam to ask your question with Miss Cecil and Miss Rhea.
Minette, when are you opening the flights? Via Manila, Katiklan?
Manila, Katiklan.
Ako yung na-question, no?
Well, actually, it depends on you. When you will start the flight in Manila.
The pressure is on me. Depends on the demand.
Yes. Depends on the travel agents that are here right now. There's a question in our chat box coming from Travel Warehouse, Sir Ian, I guess. When is the bubble? When is the travel bubble for Boracay? So, yan yung question ni Miss Cecil kanina. Kung kailan nga ba? So, nasa sa inyo din yan, mga dear travel partners. Kung yung demand nyo is talagang makikita namin na we need to mount a flight for Manila to Katiklan, then let's go. Early as December or this before the end of November, we can.
Yes, yeah. It really depends on the demand. So, I think AirSWIFT, to my understanding, you can actually customize, right? The flights according to the demand. So, maybe since you've sent us like the details on, the requirements as well as the capacity based on new normal, it's good that we also have other resorts here as well so that we can fill up. Diba? We
Yes.
can fill up the seats. Yeah.
Right. Another question. Of the 192 rooms, how many rooms are available? What percentage of total rooms are you authorized to open?
Okay, so basically all hotels are already allowed to open based on full operational capacity. But of course, we just started, as mentioned, we just opened last October 20, and honestly, the demand is not yet there, right? So we opened only with 50 rooms this October and November, and we'll double it up to 100 by December as there are more demand coming in from locals this December. Hopefully, when they open the borders to international market, we can get more and we'll completely open our 192 units. The rooms are just there, ready for your guests. So once the bookings are there, the booking tractions are good or substantial, we will instantly open the rooms.
Okay. Another question. From Miss Lily Aitona. Great afternoon. Kindly send us email for an updated contracted rate for our reference.
Sure. Yes, Rio will do that as soon as possible.
I actually shared my business card in the chat box as well earlier, and I got some of your contact details. So yeah, kindly expect an email from me.
Yeah. I'd also like to highlight that we offer, as mentioned earlier, we offer a seamless arrival experience to all our guests. Because right now the question is it crowded? Diba? Dami bang tao? But I'd just like to highlight that all guests are required to pass through Katiklan Jetty. But from Katiklan Jetty, we already arranged our own private speedboat directly to the resort. So although we are located towards the northern part of Boracay, with our private speedboat, travel time will be lessened or cut from like 45 to 1 hour to 15 to 20 minutes with our beachfront docking, as long as the weather condition in Boracay is very good. Otherwise, you have to use the back road. But in good weather condition, we do direct beachfront docking. Hopefully, the welcome pavilion, we will be already allowed to use our welcome lounge or our private welcome lounge. And this is really ideal, or this is really very good. It will gain more confidence for travelers to come to Boracay because of this crowd-free arrangement.
Okay. Another question. Are you allowing senior citizen considering the high risk?
There is no age restrictions in Boracay as long as you're negative, as long as you secure a negative RT-PCR test. So there are no age restrictions. That's the number one document that you just need to secure, the negative RT-PCR test.
Okay. Another question from CSP Travel. I think this is for AirSWIFT. So, I prefer my sales supervisor to answer para makilala nyo naman ang aming sales supervisor. So, hi AirSWIFT, when will the flights for Cebu to Katiklan possible?
Well, it will depend on the LGU restrictions. Right now, they are already open for Katiklan. However, there are restrictions implemented. So we are doing our best, and for Cebu, there is no definite date on when we will resume.
Okay, thank you, Abby.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, and actually, if there will be a demand of for the flight in Cebu to Katiklan, why not? Bakit hindi natin gawin yan? Actually, in your support, travel agents, we can mount a flight na talagang kung sa tingin natin is talagang mataas yung demand, why not? We are ready to serve what is your preference when it comes to destinations. So, another question for Crimson. What is the biggest size of the function room considering the social distancing?
Sorry, can you repeat that? Maybe Ria can answer that question.
Okay.
Medyo choppy lang. I couldn't hear.
Okay.
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
I'll repeat the question. What is the biggest size of the function room considering the social distancing?
Okay. All right. So before, we can accommodate roughly 280 persons. Now it's cut down to 90 persons.
Right.
Yeah. So it's more than half.
Yeah.
Diba? Medyo malaki siya. Including the beachfront. For the beachfront, before we can accommodate as big as